What's up, YouTube? This is Mathos97, and welcome to episode number 34 of Jett Storm's WWE 2K15 My Career Mode here in WWE 2K15. That was redundant, I just said it twice. Anywho, let's take a look at what's going on in this episode. We kick things off. We have to choose 3 pay-per-views for the next upcoming cycle, and unfortunately, it has to be the Royal Rumble and SummerSlam. As you can see, I'm trying to pick pay-per-views and avoid that, but, you know, every pay-per-view I pick, it's going to make me choose either, well, both SummerSlam and the Royal Rumble. So even if I would, say, pick one of them, maybe say I try SummerSlam, try to avoid the Royal Rumble and the impending end of the series, because no matter how ready you are, or how unprepared you are, if you go into the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, you are going to win the Rumble, and you are going to WrestleMania, which I guess, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing because it'll help us wrap up this series. So in the end, I decided to go with Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and Hell in the Cell. I have something planned for Jett Storm this week. Stay tuned. So basically, we take a look. I decided to accept Vickie's challenge, and we've got a bit of voice acting. Hey, I want to talk to you. Here.
I really don't know why Triple H keeps you around. I think you're boring, which is bad for business. I was going to fire you, but I'm in a pretty good mood today. If you can get a few 3-star matches, maybe I'll change my mind.
Wow, Vickie, some impressive voice acting there. I mean, come on, even my voice acting can be better than that. I mean, I've heard some of Vickie's other dialogue, like, in the game, in the mode, and some of it's actually pretty good. You know, but that one is, why? Why? That's not, anyway. So, you know, there's far more I can harp on about that dialogue than just Vickie's voice acting. No, because, you know, for no reason whatsoever, Vickie wants to fire Jett Storm. Well, I guess she was always kind of abusing her power in the WWE, but, what has Jett Storm done, really, to deserve being fired? I mean, I guess, you know, the generic attire, I guess, could be one thing, because, but then again, that's on WWE's fault for not giving him proper ring gear, or I don't even know, but I don't understand it, why Vickie's all of a sudden like, hey, Jett Storm, I wanted to fire you, but I changed my mind if you can put on some good matches. So, regardless of any of the garbage that just ensued prior to this match, the important thing is, we've got a match between Jett Storm and Dean Ambrose. Now that's what's best for business. Even if it was, you know, even if before it we had to watch that cringe-worthy little backstage segment, and that's basically the only other dialogue we're gonna get in this mode, which is, you know, it's kind of a pity. I was expecting a little bit more, but, you know, can't really complain. At least it's something. It's better than nothing, I guess. But anyway, let's focus in on the matchup at hand right now, as we have Dean Ambrose taking on Jett Storm. And of course, we know Jett Storm's got history with the Shield. And we take you back to last year around Extreme Rules, which actually, this whole challenge Vickie seems to have issued us, seems to have issued Jett Storm, is actually taking place in the month of April, following WrestleMania. So we're not even quite up to the SummerSlam event just yet. But this is, in fact, about a year, almost a year, after the Rules pay-per-view. And we remember last time that the Shield and Jett Storm crossed paths. Of course, we had Jett Storm getting completely just mauled, ambushed by the Shield. We had Roman Reigns breaking Jett Storm in half with a spear. Dean Ambrose with a steel chair to the back of Jett Storm. And then, of course, we also had the handicap match on SmackDown, which was won by the Shield. However, in the end, when all was said and done, Jett Storm picked up the victory in the rematch at Extreme Rules. Even though I am pretty sure that I chose to fight Roman Reigns, but I don't know what happened, if that was just a glitch in the game, or if you never really could fight Roman Reigns. I'm not sure. And there's a sign in the crowd that says Crazy Eyes. That's okay. Anyway, let's focus in on the match that's going on right now. As we can see, Dean Ambrose is trying to go for a clothesline, but Jett Storm caught him in the back of the head with an enziguri. Now there's some nice strikes from Ambrose. And Ambrose, you know, he's out here for redemption, for revenge, for the Shield. So you got to think he's going to be looking to beat Jett Storm like a scalded dog. I mean, this is going to be one hell of a fight, one hell of a slobber knocker. If I can think of all of the JR quotes I have ever heard throughout the video games. I mean, of course, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Anywho, just basically chose all the JR cliches right there, bundled it all into one. But anyways, we can take a look here. Crossbody there from Jett Storm. I don't even know what I'm saying. I didn't choose all of the JR cliches. No, he's got a lot more of his signature phrases. But look at this, a diving senton off the top rope by Jett Storm. And he's got Dean Ambrose right here in the center of the ring. Look at this, sit out mat slam, hooks the leg on Ambrose. 2 count, but Ambrose kicks out. So at the moment, it appears as though Jett Storm has the advantage over Dean Ambrose, but Ambrose with a nice counter, but alas, it was all in vain as Jett Storm connected with that beautiful enziguri to the back of the head. And once again, Dean Ambrose leaning up against those ropes here. Jett Storm with an Irish whip. He's going to send Dean Ambrose up over the top rope, but Ambrose hangs on. But that's exactly what Jett Storm was hoping for. And look at Storm delivers a neck breaker there to Dean Ambrose, taking him down. And Jett Storm is in firm control right now. He goes for the cover, doesn't even hook the leg, but Ambrose kicks out at 2 once again. And right now, it is all Jett Storm right now. He is in firm control, but there's a knee to the face by Dean Ambrose. Of course, every time I say somebody's in control, the momentum just shifts. It's almost like I have this curse where whenever I say something good about a superstar, something bad happens. And look at Dean Ambrose now. Snap elbow drop right there to the heart of Jett Storm. I mean, even though this match happened already, and this is post-commentary, it always seems like I just have a sixth sense for when the tide's about to turn. And look at this. Dean Ambrose, he's got that submission hold locked in of almost like the Regal stretch. And that almost just kind of mocks Jett Storm's mentor, William Regal, as Ambrose goes for the cover, but not even a 1 count. Of course, Jett Storm not tapping out. But Ambrose still wanted to try to make Storm exert more energy. And Dean Ambrose right now, he's got Jett Storm in. He's got him by the head there. And look at Ambrose. Ambrose tosses Jett Storm out to the floor. And Storm is in trouble right now. Wait a minute, are we going to see this? Dean Ambrose, well, we know they call him the Lunatic Fringe. And he's about to put life and limb on the line here as Ambrose, a suicide dive through the ropes, smashing Jett Storm up against the barricade. What a phenomenal move there by Dean Ambrose, risking everything to try to take Jett Storm out of this match. And now Ambrose, all he's got to do is get Storm back into the ring and try to cover him. And he may have this, but no. Ambrose looking to inflict more damage on the outside with that nice suplex into a neck breaker. And now Ambrose got Storm for the headlock, and now delivers a knee to the head. Is really, oh, what a clothesline by Ambrose. As you can see right now, Jett Storm is just, he's staggered right now. He's dazed. That's a 6 count. And Ambrose could win this one by count out. 7. Referee's now up to a 7 count. Storm's got to get back to his feet and get back into the ring. 8. Can he make it back into the ring? Yes, he does. He rolls in at a count of 8. And now it's Storm with a strike of his own, trying to get back in control of this matchup as he delivers a Northern Lights suplex into the bridge, cover, but Ambrose kicks out. Just manages to get the shoulder up there. And Jett Storm, he's just waiting for Ambrose to get back to his feet, trying to pick his spot. Delivers another Northern Lights suplex there, but Ambrose right back to his feet off that one. And look at Storm, side Russian leg sweep, and down goes Ambrose. So you gotta wonder, what is it gonna take to put either of these two men away? As Jett Storm scoop slam to Ambrose. And Storm right now, elbow drop right there to the heart of Dean Ambrose. And it is advantage Jett Storm right now. But look at Ambrose counter with the knee right to the gut. But look at Storm counters with a knee of his own. And now he's got, oh, elbow to the back of the head of Dean Ambrose there. And now a knee lift. And once again, Ambrose is up against the ropes. And look at Storm. Oh, could we see it here? A bit of tit for tat. Almost a game of one-upsmanship here. Jett Storm, he's measuring Dean Ambrose here. And look at Storm, gathering a full head of steam, and a suicide dive through the ropes. taking out Dean Ambrose. And now it's Jett Storm risking his body, his well-being, to try to put Ambrose out of this thing. And Jett Storm almost saying, well, whatever you can do, I can do better. And what an effective move that was by Jett Storm, is now he's just got to get Ambrose back into the ring. And I think these two superstars are just one finisher away, one powerful move away from putting this matchup to bed. As look at, there's a drop kick by Jett Storm. And you got to think he's on the verge of victory right now as he awaits Dean Ambrose's, he waits for, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm stumbling over my words here. By the epicness of this match, as he might be calling for the calm before the storm. Drop kick to the knee of Dean Ambrose, sending Ambrose face first, crashing into the mat. And here's Jett Storm now, building up a full head of steam, shining wizard to the back of the head. And it is Jett Storm in firm control right now. And now he's going to set up the storm out. The somersault. No, instead he's going to go for that Eye of the Storm from the fireman's carry. And that ought to do it here, folks. Dean Ambrose, he's out cold. Jett Storm hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and that is a victory. A huge victory for Jett Storm as he gets the win over Dean Ambrose. But Vickie Guerrero's challenge will continue as tonight and the week afterwards, Jett Storm is going one-on-one with Randy Orton. Well, this was a bit of a shocker, as now Jett Storm, this is going to be a huge opponent for Storm here tonight. Potentially one of the top superstars in WWE today. Potentially one of the most dangerous superstars of all time. Not just in the current WWE, but of all time. I mean, we've seen what Randy Orton can do in the past. Of course, formerly known as the Legend Killer, as he just destroyed icons in this business, the likes of Shawn Michaels, Mick Foley, Hulk Hogan, I think. Pretty sure he got Hogan. I mean, just think of the names. Orton has taken out a ton of legends in this business. Of course, Sergeant Slaughter, I'm pretty sure, was in there as well. I'm not going to sit here and name them all, but, there were a lot of legends there. But look at Jett Storm paying a bit of homage to his mentor, William Regal, with that exploder suplex. But Orton, of course, even more recently, I mean, you take it back to 2008, 2009, when he injured Chris Jericho. He attacked the McMahon family, including Triple H. I mean, that whole feud he had with Triple H was just out of control. Orton was just completely unleashed. Shane McMahon, Vince McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, nobody was safe from Randy Orton's vicious assault on the McMahon family. Not even Triple H. And then, of course, more recently, Randy Orton, he's a former WWE World Heavyweight Champion, former World Heavyweight WWE Intercontinental Tag Team Champion. I mean, Randy Orton has... No, I think I just got him confused with Batista, but... Anyway, regardless, my point. Randy Orton has done it all in this business. And Jett Storm, he's going to have to try to... he's going to have to try to prove that youth beats experience here tonight. As Randy Orton... I mean, right now, Orton's in trouble. Jett Storm has got the advantage in this matchup. And look at this. Double underhook suplex. And down goes Orton here. And Jett Storm now going to measure Orton for that elbow to the top of the head. Right to the forehead of Randy Orton. But still, I think the longer this matchup goes, the more it's probably going to favor Randy Orton, because he can hit you out of nowhere with that RKO if you can give him the opportunity. So Jett Storm, he's going to want to try to wrap this thing up fairly shortly. He's going to want to make this a quick match, and he wants to get out of there. He doesn't want to give Orton a chance to get fired up and set up that RKO, because if that happens, well, you can just, good night, Jett Storm. You can just count it. You can just call it the end there. That'll be it. As Orton right now, he's starting to get back in control of things here. He's going on the offensive now with a forearm right to the face. And Orton at the moment standing tall over Jett Storm. But Storm now able to fight back with a strike to the face. Orton counters though. But here's Storm with a counter of his own, taking Orton down with a nice snapmare. And once again, Jett Storm picking Orton up to his feet, delivers a nice drop kick, sending Orton going head first into that bottom turnbuckle. And Jett Storm now, he's up on that top rope, just waiting for Orton to recover. He's measuring Orton. Storm looking for his opportunities. Down goes Orton. And here's Storm with a big-time splash. And he hooks the leg of Orton. 1. Not even a 2 count. Orton just powers out of it there. But Jett Storm now, he's got Orton right where he wants him. And look at this drop kick to the knee. And Jett Storm could be setting up the... No, he was going for the calm before the Storm. But Orton just kipped right back up. And now delivers a couple of clotheslines. Ducks one of Storm's and delivers the power slam. And that is vintage Orton right there. As he's just completely turned the tides of this matchup to regain control. And oh, look at this. Look at Orton. Vintage Randy Orton, as Michael Cole would say, with the DDT off the ropes. And now Orton goes for the cover for him across the face. 2 counts, but Jett Storm kicks out right before a count of 3. Storm makes it back to his feet, and Orton with an RKO. Jett Storm could be done here. 1, 2, 3. That is it, folks. Randy Orton, he has gotten the victory here tonight over Jett Storm. So Jett Storm, after bouncing back with a win over Dean Ambrose, able to get a victory over one of his rivals tonight. Suffers a loss to the Viper, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. And that's just what happens if you get hit with that RKO. Unless you're John Cena, you're not getting back up. Because for some reason, John Cena, I mean, he's Superman. And even Orton has held his fair share. He's gotten his fair share of victories over Cena, which is, another statement in its own right. So, I mean, Jett Storm was just out of his league here tonight. But that's it for this episode. I want to thank you all for watching, and make sure to stay tuned for the next one and the next one. Keep on YouTubing.